I'm Kevin Goodwin, Director of Performance Marketing here at New Engine. A lot of the brands we work with have very strict brand guidelines that they apply to a lot of the creative they put out on Facebook for good reason. And the main reason is that Facebook's just a really high exposure platform. Close to 40% of the world is on one of Facebook's platforms. And so when you put ads out there, a lot of people are going to see it. And I think that creates a lot of cautiousness around what goes out.
Yeah, so we started testing into stop motion photography and GIFs. So one main example was a simple GIF to start off that showed a lot of different apparel items together, adding some stop motion. There was some shimmying going on, lots of cool movements. But what really pushed that GIF over the top was putting it inside a really bright border, adding a shop now call to action button, adding some logo elements. So not only was it really engaging, it also helped connect the brand to the user who maybe was very unfamiliar to the brand previously. And overall, I think just the added motion, the added color really enticed more people to click through.
Well, we tested some scorecard creative originally that worked out pretty well and was very strong for a long period of time, but we suggested possibly mixing it up from stock photography to potentially existing people or characters, and we settled on Abraham Lincoln. It was a bit of a struggle to get there because Abraham Lincoln obviously did not use the product, which made the client a little bit nervous. But once we got him in there, Abraham just shot to the top of the charts and took over the existing creative, cut CPAs in half, and was actually so successful that we're actually moving on to using Mona Lisa. So now we got her a job and she's gonna test out for us.
We tested using native organic text in Instagram stories rather than editorial text or text someone would put in Photoshop or After Effects. And this ended up producing really strong performance because it mimics what a native story would look like. So it takes away the ad feeling. And ultimately, we saw a really strong performance there. A huge lift in ROAS, about 30%. And when using it in combination with user-generated content, we see an even bigger lift because it furthermore takes away the ad aspect.
So we were testing collection ads. It is something that we've always found great success with, but we were finding that we weren't able to scale it the way that we truly wanted to. So we had a really good return, but very low volume. So what we decided to try to do was to focus on products that were their top sellers and not focus on the entire catalog. And so in this case, we looked at just lotions, just their top 4 performing products. And from there, we made customized images that were mainly either lifestyle or product images that we tied in with that collection ad. And what we found doing that was that not only did we keep the ROAS targets where we wanted them at, but we nearly doubled their conversion volume.
So what do all of these have in common? In every case, we worked with our client to test something way outside of our comfort zone. And in all cases, we saw great success. I want to hear from you. What's the most creative out-of-the-box thing you've tested on Facebook recently? Comment below. Tell me what you're up to. We want to hear it. Let's start a dialogue.